You're constantly reminded of things going on in this world that aren't so great, but when you really stop and see that there are so many great people out there that are willing to stop, take the time, and help somebody out, it's a reassuring feeling. I was a police officer with the city of Appleton for just over 25 years, recently retired in June, and I received a call while I was on patrol back in the spring, and that was to the post office in Appleton for a possible fraud that was occurring involving a senior citizen and involving a large amount of cash and a transaction. So the postal worker caught onto that and thought that it might be some type of fraud. Once I arrived, a short time later, made contact with the postal employee who was quickly explaining what was happening and that this person committing this fraud was still on the phone and the elderly female was still speaking with them. So as I was gathering additional information, it became pretty clear pretty quickly that it was a fraud and that we needed to investigate it. Before anything was actually wired money-wise, it was put to a stop. Turns out that because of the quick action by the postal worker and with me becoming involved and ending that phone conversation with that individual, that got us on the road to, finding out that she didn't lose any money, and now the large amount of money that she had in her possession, how do we get that back in a safe place to her credit union? So that led to several phone calls to her son who was out of state and also her credit union out of the area. That resulted in finding a local credit union, and we were able to get that money back into her account. Without the postal worker's call, likely none of this would happen. He started the chain of events so that the police could be involved, the son could be involved, the credit union could be involved, and with that team effort, it made her realize that, this was the right decision to move away from this fraudulent scheme. This is one of those cases like many. It's very rare that it's just the police department involved in solving crimes or solving problems. It's the old saying, it takes a village. I'm only a small piece of this puzzle, and without the postal worker taking the time to do his part, I don't become involved. And without the others also taking the time, that's the son, that's the credit union workers, to do their part, none of this really plays out how it did.